I've been through foster homes, shelters, living with my grandparents. This is basically, and no one else would take us. We were wards of this. My brother and sister and I were wards of the state of California. My grandparents took us in. We moved here, and then we got split up again. My brother and my sister got adopted. My brother went back to my mom, and I stayed there for another year, and then I got adopted, and then I moved up north, and then we, for 4 years, and then we moved down in southern Minnesota for another 4 years, and then I joined the Army. There was a lot of stuff that went on, and there's abuse from my natural father, my biological father, boyfriends. We call them stepdads, but he abused her and us. I was not a pleasant person. I had started drinking, more, and I just, in general, I was kind of felt like I didn't know where I was supposed to be in life, and I kind of took it out on everybody else because I'm frustrated. I was, stressed about the finances that. And she kept telling me, hey, we'll figure it out. And I just, I'm kind of that, I can't see it. I can't figure it out right now. I can't think long term in that aspect of it. And she's, well, we'll be fine. And so, and that created a lot of tension between us that I'd come home and I'd have to have everything neat and clean. And it was kind of a way when I came home, I guess now looking at it, I didn't have control, a lot of things that happened at work. And I just came home and I just wanted things done. And it's kind of, if I didn't get it done, I'd start yelling and start getting very upset. And the kids didn't like it. It started having a lot of problems with, hey, why aren't you listening? And looking back now, why would, they're kids. But there was a lot of tension, there was a lot of yelling, just, I was miserable, and I was making everybody else around me the same. Well, I knew the day that they were leaving, and she had just gotten back she was in the hospital for a little bit, and then she came back, and then about 3 days later, she was gone. And I was kind of begging and pleading, but at that point, and I even told her, I said, we were talking to her, and it's just shut off from me. It's hard to see when somebody that you care for and they just totally shut down any feeling or anything for you. And I kind of started doing I'm not the only one here. And that's not the point, But I remember that, and I kind of tried to avoid that day. I was working, and I came back, and I had went somewhere, and I came back, and they were gone, and it was hard to come back to an empty house.